Good morning, guys. Day 23, I think. So, got home from work, super ambitious to just start getting the paint fixed on the car. So I stripped the paint off of like the entire side. I'll show you right now. So, use my paint stripper, sprayed it on there. And once I sprayed it on there, got rid of almost all of the original, like, or I guess the red over the original white. So that's pretty easy. This other stuff, I went over with a scrubber brush and I scraped this stuff off. So as you can see, it comes off. So all I gotta do is go over this with like a little metal wheel brush and get that cleaned up. I'm gonna use the sander, and while I'm using the sander, I'm gonna go ahead and get that side cleaned up the best that I can. It's not perfect, that's fine, because either way this isn't gonna be like the final paint on the car. I mean, you know what I mean? Black enamel paint right here is what I got. So it's basically something that'll do for now. But let me get that whole side painted today. Looks like I have only one more can of that, so probably won't even be able to do that much. I'm gonna have to make a stop at the store and figure out how much I need. So stay tuned in, I'll bring you guys with, and I'll probably get some sweet footage of that.
You were dancing in your tube socks in a hotel room, flashing those eyes like highway signs.
I got this little guy, sound deadener. I'm gonna spray that inside of the door panel before I put the stuff back on.
Open-handed over, rest your head up on my shoulder. Just wanna feel your lips against my skin. White sheets.
Time to put that thing back on. Cover it.
Bright lights, crooked teeth in the night life. You told me this is right where it begins, but your lips hang heavy underneath me.
Alright, look at this. Beautiful. See that? Beautiful, huh? Put together. I broke a freaking window, dude.
And I promised myself I wouldn't let you complete me. I'm trying not to let it show that I don't wanna let this go. Is there somewhere you can meet me?
Alright, I have some concerns. I'm not in the best mood, and I'll tell you guys why. So I did some painting and I was making some pretty good progress with that. While I was painting, I completely like wiped down the whole car, sanded it, wiped off all that stuff, cleaned it with soap, sprayed it down and dried it off. I went through that whole entire fiasco to get it cleaned up, and I figured that it would look pretty nice. If you do a good job, it turns out a lot flatter, a lot more even. So after I painted it and wiped it down, it looked like maybe like I had wiped some water resistant stuff, or like maybe I had wiped something that I shouldn't have wiped onto the side of the car, is what it looked like to me. So I have no idea what it could have been. Maybe like silicone from like the window sill maybe I got on there, but like the paint ran a lot, and the paint also just like didn't hold in certain areas. just looks really bad. I mean, it's not really the end of the world at all. It's really not a big deal if you think about it, but you know, the paint's just gonna be a cover for now, and then when I do get it painted later, obviously all the paint will come off and I'll go through that whole stage. So I tried to get a lot of footage. My camera actually died right away, which was kind of odd. So I had a couple clips that the camera ended during. Okay, so moving on. The paint looks kind of like shit. That's fine. I'll move past that. I took that window out that I showed you guys, and I decided to like fabricate my own window mount where I could just put it in and then it would just always be up. And it was going really, really good. I was drilling holes into the metal and I was drilling nails into the metal, and I had this nice like foundation, and I was setting it up, and I ended up having to like reach into this crevice, and when I reached in there, I was using one wrench to hold it, one wrench to tighten it, and I looked at it and I realized that my washer was on the opposite side. I wanted the washer against the glass, not against the metal, because I had to switch the way the screw was going. So I noticed this like right in the middle of me tightening it, and I had one of those like vibrate free nuts, so to undo it was kind of a pain in the ass and took a lot of cranking and whatever. So already my fault. I take full responsibility for trying to take a shortcut. So instead of taking it off and putting the washer on the right side, I ended up just screwing it and getting it, you know, fairly tight, and then at that point I started rearranging like the way the window was sitting, so the window would sit properly. So everything was good. I got the window to sit properly and I arranged everything how I wanted. And this is where the mistake comes in. I ended up positioning the window one last time and cranking it tight, and I was like, you know what, this feels pretty, the window shattered on me. That, you know, totally my fault. I broke that passenger, or the driver's side quarter panel, or quarter window. So, my fault. Learned my lesson. For me, I really have to like, I have to waste money, or I have to have something break in order for me to learn. So I learned the hard way that don't mess with glass, especially tempered glass, because that shit will shatter on you. So I broke the glass. I went onto eBay and found a piece of glass for $35 plus the $15 shipping. I got a new one coming for 50 bucks. A very good learning experience. I don't really like wasting $50 like that, but that's my fault, and I'm not gonna just not have a window because I messed up. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I gotta get some food. I gotta just edit this video, and I gotta stop working on the car right now. When I shatter a window and I run out of paint and the paint looks like crap, I need to just stop while I'm behind. So tomorrow will be a new day. I'll have some new paint. I'll make sure to clean it up with some acetone to get off any kind of silicone or any gunk on there. And I think that I'll be in a really good spot to keep going with the paint and get the whole side done tomorrow. Thanks for watching, you guys. Don't break your shit, okay? Take care of your stuff. If you think it's gonna break, it's probably gonna break. I thought it was gonna break and it broke. So I got like glass in my, you know, little tiny fragments that are irritating my skin right now. I'm gonna go eat and then I'm gonna shower. Take care, buddies. Deuce.